Hello everyone, and welcome back to Vampire the Masquerade Coteries of New York. And once again, we open our eyes. It's pitch dark here, the blackness of a coffin drifting in the abyss. Alright, the light. Grasp for the switch, flip it. The familiar cramped room. With a steel door and no windows comes into view. You emerge from the bedroom fully awake, just like yesterday. You think we would have heightened senses. This time, however, Sophie is waiting for you. Comfy seated on the sofa in the living room. Book her hand, the melancholy of resistance. That sure on brand. Good evening, Tiffy. Yeah, just good evening. Good evening, Sophie. If you rested well, tonight will be quite eventful, I think. Well, given the fact that we don't have any blood, I don't think we've rested well. See, we're releasing what we called again tonight on account of your unruly friend from Corona Park. These are a great opportunity for you to mingle. Maybe we could get some good blood there. You know? Wouldn't that help? Just get a good bottle of blood that we can actually tolerate. Wouldn't that be useful? Given the fact that we keep numbing people and it doesn't work because we're a Ventru and... Or tasting blood is it's a problem. Anyway. She keeps talking as you walk downstairs and get in the car. Gregory gives you a slight nod, a small smile while opening the door for Sophie. Start the car when you take your seat in the back. There we go. The Primogen Council represents the interests of the local kindred and fights the Prince and Matters One rule. Tradition consists of representatives from each of the most prominent clans of factions in the domain, naturally following those of the Cameroon. Though outsiders are allowed to report any issues to a Primogen of their own clan. Primogen are often elders, but despite the term Primogen from Latin means the firstborn, there are no rules in place that this is how it must be. In fact, during the last few decades, more and more councils have drastic changes to the structure. So maybe not all the Primogen are elders. Interesting. It's bound to be there at least those who you return. Probably some other important personalities you do want to at least learn about. Great. More politics. Great. Sounds delightful. You get used to it. We kindred love scheming our nightly dance macabre. Here in New York City is relatively local and harmless, all told. Times are changing, though. Stops herself and seems to be gathering her thoughts for some moments while shooting you a scrutinizing glance in the rearview mirror. A power place put in motion decades, even centuries ago. Joy now bearing fruit. Being immortal gives us plenty of time to think about a nuts move on the chessboard. I try to start thinking about yours as long as you discuss it with me, of course. Anyway, you should behave yourself tonight. Remember what I told you about reflecting on me as your patron. I have a reputation to uphold in the court. Do not tarnish it. There it is, she might have saved you, but... She might be protecting and teaching you, but it's clear what she's really concerned about, her own interest. Well, duh. It's the whole thing about being a vampire, is your own interest, usually. Step into the art hole, or something of a bad memory left that really your entire world would turn upside down in your existence never ended. Tonight there was very little outward hostility. This crater gives you a look that's definitely intended to remind you of your place, but the prince also in attendance seems pleased to see you. Welcome, Sophie, Tiffy. Did I get that right? Good evening, both of you. I understand there was somebody else you wish to present to the court tonight. Yes, Prince, they will be joining shortly. My assistant is retrieving them presently. This better be worth the prince's time, likely. Let's give Crater a cold glance. Forgive the sheriff's harshness. He's in a particularly foul mood tonight. Something to do with Tiffy's begetter eluding his grasp, I believe. Begetter? Not that much as her as ego, even. Because only applies a quick smile. Not sure your side makes you grit your teeth in anger, asshole. You've of course cut it off your career, cheat you out of your ambitions, offering little return so far. Well, we do have immortality, technically. I mean, technically, if we play our cards right and all that. But the problem is playing our cards right and all that. Remind yourself that defeat is one that you know well. Mindfulness is the here and now. This is an opportunity. You make the most of it. Don't despite every new doubt your true worth. Flowing whisper from Carrie Hall breaks over your thoughts. Gregory enters the room, the jumpsuit-clad inert vampire still staked on his shoulder. The show is about to start. Sophie Driver places the charge in the middle of the room. Not respectfully to Grader, Sheriff approaches the vampire and removes the stake from his chest. Captures eyes flicker laughing, he starts to look around in disbelief. Like a concerned animal, his bats out on all fours, keep going in circles until he realizes he's trapped. Grader steps in the man's chest and pins him to the floor. Why? Who do we have here? I mean, he still looks like a Sabat to me. Looks like a run-of-the-mill shufflehead to me. Oh fuck, oh shit, oh no, come on, don't. Silence. She takes on an aura of outer dread. It appears as if he's a primal force in nature that's out to get you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do but show for a tower. I'm trying to think what discipline that is. Recent saw your shrieks and you could swear it happened years from the instincts of some of the other guys here tonight. It's not like anything you experienced in his company during your turbulent first nights at the vampire. He really did go easy on you, all things considered. Well, I mean, he did, because we did do stupid choices. Similarly, takes all the hoods on the toilet power to not crawl into a fetal position and start crying. No, please don't hurt me. No, man. Man, don't. You mean go have a little talk downstairs at the prince's discretion? Oh, please go ahead, my sheriff. You're the prince. Yep, let's go. Don't wait for a confirmation, he just grabs the man, drags him, kicking and screaming out of the room. Conversations start all around you. Some whispered, some cried overt. Some looked somewhat bored of the whole of hell. Her eyes wandering from art piece to art piece, clearly finding out your particular liking. Torture and hard hour. That's a... Okay, so let's see. That's a stupid question. That's, not sure if I should I mean, that's an interesting question, but I'm not sure if I really care to ask that one. Let's just go with what happens now. It's the neutrals, though, of the questions. So what happens now? I really some minutes before Creator gets the information he seeks out of this thug. Why not make a way wait for him to break? Excuse me. So with each I go to check on the carrier group of kindred some seemingly pretty old-fashioned carrier, a concierge office you drink, stay warm. Shower's nice. Just sip, start your office flash over your palate, coat your tongue, and inside retreats. Nourishment. Oh, but it sure doesn't look like it's gone down any. I don't understand this gameplay mechanic. It's like, here's a drink. Still looks like I'm hungry. After your own devices, you'll require a look around. The prince is currently talking to a dark-skinned woman that you call seen here those few nights ago. She hears a code, but no countenance to it. The conversation seems to be casual. Without sure allowed turn your attention to the speckled man who you saw Sophie on the night of your judgment, making the rounds, shining up different patrons. If somebody's eyes on you, a casual dressed plain looking man stands alone near a column watching you. Turns his gaze away, she presumably realizes you noticed. So, we could try to talk to the prince. I mean, power and all that. Chat with the man with glasses. We could confront the man looking at you. This one seems like it's a potential path choice, but oh, how I wish I could, you know, make multiple saves, but I can't, so I mean, Fuck, I don't know, really. You want power? We're adventuring after all. We are adventurers. Let's go talk to the prince. We're trying to stay as respectful of private conversation as possible. Since you step forward to scrutinize engagement by your companion. Just as Dust young woman before turning to you. Excuse me for a moment. Samarin, yes. Tiffy, why is it? I want to ask you about the camera. Tiffy's told me a lot about the society, but you feel like I'm not seeing the whole picture. Where does the camera operate exactly? Well, that's a very broad question, but I suppose I can answer in simple terms. Camera has a long history of keeping order among kindred and furthering our influence of the kind. Our principles, which we call traditions, are paramount to those goals. Said to have large as many layers of precision that I'm sure somebody will be happy to explain to you in details. For me, the prince, I'm the overseer of this city's affairs. The Ivory Tower sometimes calls on designated archons to intervene in the domains of politics. Your city rarely required such arbitration during my reign. The hell's an archon? Elite hired killers and warriors and scholars and investigators handpicked by the Justicars. Well, that's interesting. Why hasn't any of the games ever really done anything on that? Like, that's like, I could see someone making a Vampire the Masquerade game about being an Archon. That sounds interesting. It sounds like a game idea, that's basically what I'm saying. The only problem, though, is, well, yeah. Somehow I don't think anyone's gonna really do that, so shrug. And we start to see with Bloodlines 2 what ends up with that. But news are rare for such arbitration during my reign. Let's go and listen patiently to you and catch the prince's attention. Forgive me, that's all the time I can spare right now. We have some things to discuss with Samara still. Enjoy your night, Tiffy. Same to you. Prince Banhard. Her stars turns back to the other woman and continue. So can I go talk to other people, or... Oh, I can at least do one more conversation. Okay. Or so be mingling with other kindred. Clearing an airplane not to be disturbed, Quay tries to come back. Yes, you could probably still find time for at least one more conversation. So you can go chat with the man with the glasses, or you can confront the man looking at us. Well, since the guy's looking at us, we should probably go confront him. There's something about this guy. It's not that he's staring at you. Most everyone in this room has that. On pointing over, that's how he does it. He seems shy, maybe even afraid. It's hard to find a secluded spot in the gallery tonight, but this guy has the entire corner of the room all to himself. Approach, he's standing alone with no glass in hand, a worried look on his face. Yeah, here's the question. So what's so interesting about me? Because remember, one of the most important traits, or feats, or attributes, abilities, that will go with feats basically, was seduction in Bloodlines. Now if you might asking, wait, why seduction? Because if you're not doing combat, well, technically persuasion and seduction. So basically the blue text and pink text. But the blue text helps you persuade people. So it doesn't really help that much in combat, just to be honest. And the pink text usually ends up getting you free blood. Because, you know, seduction, it's quite effective. Because you basically just go up to someone, talk for a while, seduce them, make it look all good, then you just nom their neck. And make it look like you're not nomming their neck. Make it look like it's just natural what's going on. Well, that's how it worked with Bloodlines anyway. But anyway, yeah, so what's so interesting about me? care to tell me what's so interesting about me that you've been looking at me since I came in? Oh, well, you're interesting. Sorry, damn me, the pride to see how you're doing. You're still in peace. That's good, I'm glad. So we have Robert Larson there. Can't tell what I don't really know. Like he could be many things. It's hard to judge. Name's Larson, or you can call me Robert, either's fine. So, who are you? I mean, like, generally, a vampire's image you, though. I might not quite look it. One of the Prince Wait, you're a primogen? No, seriously, you're a primogen. I'm a Prince Panhard primogen, and I'm here on business in case the Prince requires my insight. You should, so she can help me out before ignoring me. I'm sure if you're paying attention the other night, but when the Prince mentioned diverging options or whether you should be ethical or not, that was me. I was the diverging opinion. What was your reasoning? Not that I'm ungrateful, but out of curiosity. What is your reasoning? My reasoning? Just common sense that you shouldn't be blamed for being assaulted and essentially murdered, to boot, but as Granger loves to say it, the traditions are clear. So I don't want to be rude, and I appreciate you reaching out, but what advice? Stay away from me. Any vampires that so regard my visit just appearing to be some kind of joke. Well, you don't really seem like an elder to me, so you know, you talk to me, they'll notice and they'll hold it against you. You have a good look behind you and see that fear of the kindred that keeps shooting your curious glances one more. In particular, redhead, or that fanciful hairstyle watches you disapprovingly. Some of them already do, I imagine. Excuse me, I need to get wood in with a few primitive members before Crater returns. Enjoy your night. Huh. Just a critical alert of fear can keep you company. You start thinking about who to pursue next. I was going to say, is it going to resume? I was trying to turn the staircase, grabs everyone's attention. Crater's back, and the hoodlum was with him. The show puts his unfortunate victim inside the room. Vampire that threatened you last night, the mess. Stupid hat is still in his footprint on his head, covering some of his ruined face in welcome shadow. He's very conscious. His shin is broken, you think? Something protruding there? Or making the pant leg bald. One arm seems twisted at a strange angle. Very little blood supply, you see, but clearly a whole lot of hurt. Okay, did our guest cooperate? Tell the prince your name. It's Howard. Who do you run with, Howard? The Midnighters. And then a coterie. Oh yeah, now we finally know what coterie means. Small group of kindred united by the need for support and sometimes common interests. It's basically like Vampire The Masquerade Redemption, how you had your party members. Your squad, your crew, your party, your allies, your friends. That's basically what a coterie is. Just a group of people that occasionally work with you on stuff. It's just a fancy term for that. And a coterie, my friends, that's for some time now. Well, this one told me, though, the name is about the only legacy the group has kept over the years. I see. Hey, Prince, I didn't mean it. I didn't know. I didn't. Oh crap, mate, something gets Aubrey gasped as Carter slapped dislocates the man's jaw. Fiery blood creates something like an abstract art piece on the floor. Voluntary reaction to your eyes thought. Up to the red drops and you feel a pang of hunger, even though you had some blood tonight. I mean, look at my hunger, apparently. I don't think I've had enough blood. Seems like it's still not enough before we control your instincts. This one's guilty of threatening a man with a camera and claiming a domain without the prince's approval. That alone would be enough to pass with judgment, but he is also an art scum. My prince? Yeah, so apparently we're not caring about starting wars with the Anarchs or anything in this one. There can only be one verdict: final death. Do your duty, Sheriff. As of course someone would like to play being good Samaritan like our dear Miss Langley a few nights ago. Looks like the prince serves you and Sophie is a cruel jest. Sophie takes a gracefully smiling and slipping her arm under yours in a strange public show of affection. Nobody says anything. The vampire named Power jumps to his feet and meets with a window. Here's the thing, we should probably not interview. Here's the thing, we should probably not interfere, to be honest, because Greater, he probably could celerity over there and stop him. We could, you know, stop Howard from escaping, just that, but here's the thing, I'm pretty sure I shouldn't do this. Look at our hunger. We haven't really fed at all, really, and that concerns me. But you know what? We are the Ventru. Let's make a good impression. How about you stop? The one you catch Howard's eye ordering him comes to you almost instinctively. Stop. He stops and looks at you with one eye that was swung closed by Crater's interrogation. Swift slash separates his head from his shoulders. The body slumps to the ground, start decomposing in front of your eyes. Shell short hand gives you a nasty smile from behind where Howard used to stand. And yeah, here's exactly the thing. Not if your ignorance is laudable with unnecessary. The Howard fellow couldn't have hoped to escape his fate not facing Crater's expertise. However, it made no show of your loyalty on both your and your patron's accounts. I like to thank Mass Language for bringing this anecdote to my and Crater's attention. Soon all I found the bird satisfactory. I mean, we did make use of our powers at least. Retorted her question and we don't notice it. I consider tonight's meeting concluded. Good night to all of you. Steps out of the room and you see that man that guest moved to do the same. So he seems to be conversing with somebody, serious looking man in a trench coat, about what transpired. Prior to the time to strike up a I can speak to one. Conversation out to Crater, all the same? Still here for one, but clearly getting ready to leave. Larson still moping around, the other man you noticed before Crater brought the anarchy and still chatting with the remaining attendants. So we could talk to the sociable man, we could talk to Larson, we could talk to Crater. Yeah, we're gonna go talk to Larson again. Screw it. Now that the guy, I want to know what clan Larson is. Now that the guy was empty, you hope Larson would be less eager to excuse himself from talking to you. Takes 3 steps towards the stairs, clearly ready to leave when you approach him. Hey, can't stay away, can you? So, what are your plans for tonight? Yeah, exactly. My plans for tonight? That's how much the chuckle. Having an existential crisis, maybe? Hey, before you offer to show the misery I'm taking. Oh, snap. Well, that's unfortunate. Tommy flashes you a generous smirk. Don't take this wrong way, but I'm kind of disappointed with you. To keep your reasoning to yourself, I gotta say jumping at the opportunity to hurt that guy was kind of cold. Clearly regrets bringing up and is even more uncomfortable now that he did. Listen, it's nice talking to you, but I gotta go. Enjoy your night and all that. Just a single look at the rest of the thing clouded leaves the gallery. Well, maybe if I did the other thing, he wouldn't have gone my way, and I'm pretty sure Crater would be like, I could have handled it. Don't do things like that. Sorry if when Sophie else ends the conversation while it's over to you. Still, I want to know what clan people are. Like, I mean, in Bloodlines, you could pretty much ask most people, what clan are you? Interesting even, wasn't it? Come, Gregory's waiting downstairs. Seems to be awkward with something and not in a talkative mood, and it's an awkward ride back to the city. This time you arrive at no building, just 2 streets across from your apartment. She brings you upstairs to a very nice lobby and a lecherous-looking hall into her domain. Please have a seat. I should be with you. I should be right with you. Taking your surroundings, the apartment is like a gallery, an old school smoking room. You've seen some period piece once. And no. See, here's what I need: dictionary. No very rich living room. Meticulously combined together. Poverty's old habits die hard. Clearly, some stick with you even after you're deaf. She drags from a cigarette and breathes out. Wait, breathes. How is she doing that? Can you do that? We don't really breathe. It's fine, I know, if I take some practice. You can keep smoking if you'd like, other things too. It's smell, you might surprise yourself. Yeah, it's like vampires can technically have sex. There's a way to do such. A certain discipline and all that, and yeah. It's complicated, though. I'm not bringing you here to show off. This is where I rest these nights. The door in the back of the bedroom, similar to yours. Servants and bodyguards in addition, of course. But you here because I need you to trust me. When I told you before that I need your best behavior to uphold my good standing with the court, meant, but that's not the whole story. I have your interest in mind, too. That's why I've given you your own haven, why I'm trying to teach you how to navigate this new reality. But you need to trust me or else this won't work. You come here whenever you feel like asking me something, when you're in trouble, too. Though I hope that won't happen often. I would ask you to come here when you wake up tomorrow. I'll have something to discuss with you. But why not discuss it right now? Exactly, why not talk right now since we're here together? Let me follow up on a few things before we speak. Patience, fledgling. Silence again, there was definitely something on Sophie's mind tonight, but she just doesn't seem eager to share it with you just yet. Leaving for another visit, come downstairs with me. We'll give you a lift. Great trip, I promise that you show up tomorrow and some polite goodbyes. Later, you open the door to your haven and gather your thoughts. Deciding in a way, being dragged deeper and deeper into the secret society, Andrew Rose. What Sophie's plan for you? It's bound to teach you more about this thing you have become. Seeing to your vampire sleep for just a sliver of hope, it's a welcome change. The fact we don't have any real blood starts bothering the shit out of me, though. Well, all we can really do is rest. Feels like there's gonna be more involved in this actual city once we get into the stuff. But anyway, and so we rest. Oh jeez. Once more darkness falls upon the city. You wake up, same as you have these past few nights, in a windowless room. As you pry open the reinforced steel door, you look out the window to see inadvertently a sky befitted with sunlight, and then it hits you. The hunger. For a moment, you let yourself wonder if there'll ever come a night when it's just not there, given what you've learned thus far. Probably if it might have as much chance to kickstart your heart with jumper capers. Anyway, so here's the thing. I've been doing this at what? Technically a night of video, so let's just keep with that. Some of them might be longer than others, some of them might be shorter than others. It sort of depends how the story goes, doesn't it? I also have no idea how many nights there's gonna be, so that should be interesting. One thing I will say though is I do have the sequel for this, so probably gonna be doing that after this, because so far I'm enjoying this to a degree. A degree that is, this is going to hurt my throat from all this reading. That sort of degree. But at least it's easy to record. So anyway, hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all, and have a nice day or night, whichever. Till next time.